Hello, welcome to the lecture. Today we are going to learn about Fishbone diagram. It is the first quality tool. Reference materials and Fishbone diagram format are there in the description. If required, please download. Let's get started. Definition. A fishbone diagram is a visual tool used to identify, explore, and display the possible causes of a specific problem or effect. Think of this tool as a magnifying glass for problems. Instead of just talking about a mistake, we draw it. By identifying, we name the problem clearly. By exploring, we look out for business we usually ignore. And finally, displaying means putting it all on a wall where everyone can see it. It turns an invisible struggle into a visible map.
Origin. This tool was created by Ishikawa and is known as one of the 7 basic quality tools. In the 1960s, Professor Ishikawa changed how factories work. He believed that quality isn't just for managers. It is for everyone. He created this diagram to help workers communicate with their bosses. It became so successful that it was named one of the 7 basic quality tools. These tools are like the Swiss Army knife of the professional world. If you know these 7, you can fix almost any process problem in any industry. When a team brainstorms, ideas fly everywhere. This tool acts as a sorting machine. Instead of a messy pile of thoughts, it gives you neat boxes like materials and machines. This organization stops the shouting and starts an organized investigation. Most people fix symptoms, like cooling down an hot engine. But a root cause seeker asks why it got hot in the first place. The fishbone forces you to keep digging until you find the source. Like pulling a weed by the root, it ensures the problem stays fixed forever. Complex problems feel like being lost in a dark forest. This diagram is your map. It shows you the paths and the obstacles on one single page. By seeing the big picture, you can finally see how a lack of training in one area is causing equipment breaks in another.
Types or methods of fishbone. Cause enumeration. This is the most common type. It is essentially a massive brainstorm where the team lists every possible cause they can think of. It's perfect for the beginning of an investigation when you want to make sure no stone is left unturned. Process fishbone. Instead of using categories like people or machines, this version follows your actual work steps. You look at step 1, step 2, and so on to see exactly where the error is creeping into your process. CDAC, cause and effect diagram with the addition of cards. CDAC makes problem solving a group activity. Team members write their ideas on cards and pin them to the diagram. This allows for constant updates and ensures that every employee, not just a manager, has a voice in the solution. Desired result fishbone. This flips the tool on its head. Instead of a problem at the head of the fish, you put a goal. The ribs then represent the necessary requirements to reach that success. It is a proactive way to plan for a perfect outcome. Reverse fishbone. This is used for risk management. You take a solution you've already chosen and brainstorm all the ways it might fail. By finding these weaknesses early, you can fix them before they cause a real-world disaster. The standard frameworks, 4M, 5M, or 6M. Not every problem needs 6 categories. Smaller teams might use the 4Ms, while complex factories use all 6. You choose the framework that best fits the size and type of your analysis. Materials. Materials includes everything that goes into the product. We look for defective parts, expired supplies, or low-quality raw ingredients. If the ingredients are wrong, the final result will be wrong due. Machinery. Machinery focuses on the tools we use to do the work. This covers heavy factory equipment, hand tools, and even the software on our computers. We ask, is the machine broken, outdated, or poorly maintained? Methods. Methods is the how of the work. We examine the rules and procedures people follow. Often, the root cause isn't a broken tool, but a confusing instruction manual or an outdated process. Manpower. Manpower is about the human element. We look at whether the team has the right skills or enough training. It isn't about blaming people. It's about finding gaps in their knowledge or support. Mother Nature covers the environment around the work. Factors like extreme heat, high humidity, or even a noisy workspace can cause errors. We look for outside forces that the team cannot easily control. Measurement. Measurement looks at how we judge quality. Sometimes the product is fine, but our scales or sensors are giving wrong data. We check for lab errors or poor inspection standards that might be tricking us. Machine, material, method, and manpower are core framework. Mother Nature and measurement are added to form 5M or 6M, based on the complexity of the problem.
Gather the team. Don't just invite managers, gather the people who work on the front lines every day. You need their hands-on experience to identify what is actually happening on the floor rather than what is written in a manual. Define the problem. If the team doesn't agree on the problem, the analysis will fail. Write a clear, one-sentence problem statement. This ensures everyone is focused on the same target and prevents the meeting from drifting off topic. Draw the spine. Draw a long horizontal arrow across your board. This is the spine. At the tip of the arrow, draw a box and write your problem statement inside. This box is the head of the fish and represents the final effect you want to solve. Add the ribs. Now, draw diagonal lines branching off the spine like the ribs of a skeleton. Label each rib with your chosen categories, such as the 6MS. These branches provide the structure for your upcoming brainstorming session. Finding the root cause. Ask, why? Now, start brainstorming. For each rib, ask, why is this happening? As the team gives answers, draw them as smaller horizontal branches coming off the main ribs. These are your primary causes. Dig deeper. Don't stop at the surface. For every cause you find, ask, why? Again. Draw even smaller sub-branches to show these deeper layers. This helps you move past the obvious excuses and find the hidden triggers. Identify gaps. Look at your completed fish. Are some ribs empty? If the methods or measurement categories have very few ideas, it usually means the team needs to investigate those areas more closely. A balanced diagram shows thorough thinking. Analyze and act. Finally, circle the most likely root causes. Once identified, use a responsibility matrix to assign specific tasks to team members. The goal isn't just to find the problem, but to ensure someone is officially in charge of fixing it. Case study: the grocery store. Let's look at a real-world example. A grocery store noticed the spike in customer complaints. Bags were tearing and groceries were breaking on the floor. The store needed to find the root cause of the simple but costly problem. The brainstorm. The team used a fishbone diagram to brainstorm. Under equipment, they realized the store had recently switched to cheaper bags without handles to save money. Under manpower, they found that employees hadn't been trained on the proper way to load these new, handleless bags. The solution. The solution was clear. The store had to compare the money saved on cheap bags against the high cost of damaged goods and unhappy customers. They realized that paying for better bags with handles was actually cheaper in the long run than dealing with constant breakages. Case study: manufacturing. The problem. In this industrial example, a manufacturing plant faced a serious quality issue. They found small traces of iron contaminating their chemical products. Because the contamination happened only occasionally, it was difficult to find the source without a deep dive. Root cause analysis, RCA. The team used the machines category to investigate their hardware. They looked at every exchanger, reactor, and pump in the production line. They were searching for signs of wear or corrosion that could be releasing iron particles into the chemical flow. Visual clarity. The fishbone diagram is a powerful tool for clarity. It takes a messy brainstorming session and turns it into a structured map.
By seeing all ideas on one page, the team can finally stop guessing and start seeing the real logic behind the problem. Prevents symptom fixing. This tool prevents the common mistake of only fixing symptoms. It forces the team to dig past the surface to find the actual root cause. This ensures that once a problem is solved, it stays solved, saving the company time and money in the future. Collaborative. Problem solving should never happen in a vacuum. The Fishbone is naturally collaborative, bringing together people from different departments like maintenance, operations, and management. This ensures that every perspective is heard and every possible cause is considered. Versatile. Finally, the Fishbone is incredibly versatile. You can use it as a quick tool for small daily issues or as the foundation for a massive project alongside a responsibility matrix. No matter the size of the problem, the Ishikawa diagram is a reliable way to find the answer.